Carlos and Mackenzie and Nicholas present 6 Degrees of American History. Bacon's Rebellion, 1676. The Settlers versus the British. Governor Berkeley was a governor in the colonies who was appointed by British government. Nathaniel Bacon was a rebel leader through colonist uprisings against Governor Berkeley and his British tyranny. The Virginia colonists, Bacon rallied a group of rebels and fought against Berkeley and his soldiers in the middle of town, sparking a strong hatred of British soldiers across the colonies. Boston Massacre, 1770. The Settlers versus the British. Thomas Preston. This is the town square where the Boston Massacre occurred. The colonists were rallying in the square and throwing snowballs at British soldiers. The British soldiers fought back against the colonists, Thomas Preston led the soldiers against the fight for the colonists. Guns were brought out by British soldiers. Five shots rang out. And in result, 5 colonists were left dead. French and Indian War, 1756 through 1763. Thomas Preston, William Preston. William Preston fought in the French and Indian War. He rode horses into battle and fought bravely against Indians. Thomas Preston ended up saving George Washington's life when George Washington was attacked by Indians. George Washington. William Preston. George Washington. George Washington was a brave American general who fought in many wars. Many people wanted him to become king of the free land, and he won many badges. Continental Congress, 1774 through 1789. George Washington. Continental Congress. The Continental Congress was a meeting of men who included George Washington. The Continental Congress wrote and developed the Declaration of Independence. They also put in the national holiday of July 4th and created a power of freedom and individuality. American Revolution, 1765 through 1783. Continental Congress, Revolution. The British were controlling American politics, and many Americans did not enjoy that. The king was controlling Americans in ways that we did not agree with, so Americans began to disagree with the British government. Instead, we created our own 13 colonies and recognized ourselves as states in an independent union. The Founding Fathers agreed more than ever that we should become our own, and we invented so many things that represent freedom and nationality. What would happen if we didn't win? Louisiana would have never been purchased. Alaska would still be somewhere up north. Nobody would have stopped Hitler. Slaves would probably still be slaves. Gum would not be chewy. Jeans would not be made of jeans. Toilet paper would not be rolled. A book could not be a comic. A light couldn't be carried in your pocket. Drinks could not be drinking from straw. Pins would not be fountainy. You could not floss your teeth correctly. You couldn't fasten anything together. And potatoes wouldn't be chips. Where would we be?
Lost.